Red Hat Pirates here with my deck profile for Doflamingo. This is what I used in the Treasure Cup, and it was in the OP09 format. I did go 7-3 with this deck list, but before we get into it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the bell to turn on notifications. Let me know if you like the deck, hate the deck, or what you do differently. Let's get into it. I went ahead and turned off the camera for you guys so that we could see the full cards. So we are running blue Doffy. We have two 9-drop Mihawks and two 9-drop Sanjis, and we did pull off the Sanji into Mihawk play in the Treasure Cup. It was in a mirror match against a Doffy, and we did beat him because of it. It ended the game pretty much. So we run two of those. We're running 4 Peronas. We're running 1 Pudding, 2 of the Sanji, 4 of the 2K Croc, 4 Jinbei, 4 Sengoku, 4 Gecko, 4 of the 2K Mihawk, 4 of the 1K Croc that draws 2 and puts 1 back in. Now this is where the deck is actually different from pretty much everything else. I mean, these are different too. No one else was running this. And these. We replaced Weevil with these. And the reason we did that is to keep us from bricking. 1, it's not a brick like Weevil. And 2, it was allowing us to set up 2K counters back to back in our top deck, and then we'd cheat this card out or play it off Jinbei or whatever we needed to do, and we were able to filter and then put bricks back up in our hand or in our deck and pull in 2Ks. Saved me in a couple of games. It's saved me on the ranked ladder numerous times this week when I was playing as well. This is a really good card. I like this a lot, as opposed to a brick that typically gets bounced back to your hand repeatedly in the mirror match. And this also allows us to set up our Mihawk Sanji play, because we can put Mihawk in deck, and then we can play out Perona following that up as long as we kept enough down, and we can move it back to where we need it. We have 4 of the Law Bouncer, 2 of the 2K Buggy, 4 Boa, Blocker Boa, 2 of the Teach, 2 Red Rocks, mainly for the Shanks matchup, or Anel, things like that, Bonnie. 2 of the Gravity Blades, really good to see in the mirror, and then 1 Perfume. This deck would perform. This deck is one of the decks that will perform extremely well into matches that Doffy struggles with. For starters, Anel and BY Luffy. You can beat Anel with this deck. Very doable. It takes it from like a 20% to maybe a 50-50. And you can beat Bonnie with it pretty handedly. Just, it's the same thing that you're always going to do anyways, except you have access to a Mihawk that can get rid of a Cavendish or a Carrot, etc. And then it does really well into BY Luffy. Because if you pull this off into BY Luffy, you have 2 big bodies on board, and simultaneously you're bottom decking his Sabos. So we're going to get into some matches. So here we see our Sengoku. We'll play it out. We'll grab Jinbei. Play out Perona. We could bottom deck these, but we do see Sengoku, and we're just searching out for Mihawks. So we know the Sengoku will be able to bottom deck on its own, and then we'll have a Boa play as well. And here we have Jinbei. We're able to go Jinbei into... We will 2K counter that. We can go Jinbei into Law and bounce back his Sabo. Yep, and our Perona. Oh, and we will just take that one. Okay. So we're going to Perona search. We do get 2K right there, so that's how we want that. We want to take advantage of the 2K. And then we just put Perona in our hand, and I think we're just going to Sengoku search and grab our Perfume while we can. Because we wanted our Gravity Blade, and we want our Sanji in this matchup. And we want all the 2K. We will just let it go. It's fine. We do have Grav Blade, so we know we're able to get rid of 2 here, and we pull into another Grav Blade, so there's no reason not to use it now. Yep, let's get rid of it now, and pass turn. He does hit on Flampe. So we're assuming he's going to get some Sabos out, and we have another Grav Blade ready to go. Yep, we can bottom deck that one too with the Luffy. We'll take that. Boop. Get rid of those. And then we can just take a shot in the dark and see if we hit. We don't, but it's the Mihawk. We could have set that, pushed it back with Buggy. So we're not going to have time to actually set up the Sanji and Mihawk play. It right there would have been really nice, but we're going to just have to play it out because we need to get rid of Kuzan. Takes a whole swing away from him. Yeah, we had to make sure the pressure wasn't too strong. Okay. And then we do see Teach. Teach will be a decent addition. And we get another Mihawk right there. So we know we're going to have another play set up. We'll just cheat that guy, that out. Yep. Grab a 2K back or Law Bouncer. I think we can grab Law Bouncer here just in case he has the low-cost blockers. And because we did that, he just gave us the blocker because he knew it was coming anyways. And now we can just play Teach down. Just to get that extra swing. And we won't even swing our Mihawk. We can just go ahead and, yep. Okay, now he's got 2 of those back up. We know we have our play set up. We can swing our 5s first, just to see if he gives us blocker for free. We don't really want to KO him anyways right there. So now we're just going to go ahead and make our play. We'll play over top of Jinbei and Gecko. And get rid of the active blocker. And then we can swing. Yep, we can yep, and then swing 7 at life, and then we'll have another 7 out of Boa. And he definitely wants to counter out of that, and then we can just swing 9 at his Sabo. And he can KO. He KOs our Teach. That's fine. But we have 3 huge swings on board. Perfume Femur. We're goated. We're goated right now. We'll just counter out of that. And now if he attaches the other 4, we have a counter for that too. And that's game right there. Yep. All right. On to Shanks. We hit on what was it? 2 Sengokus, 3 Peronas. We had to mulligan that. That's hilarious. It's pretty funny. We do get a Sengoku. Just grab the Boa, go to Perona, and now we can set up for a Jinbei Law play. Yep. Now, if he leaves 2 Don up, we just Jinbei into Boa, and we can just attach the Don up under Jinbei. But if he used all his Don, so now we know we can go ahead and attach 2 to lead, swing 7. Or no, we can attach 8. Might as well, because we're not going to play out the Sengoku or anything. So we already have our next play that we want to do. We're just trying to get a wide hand. We do have ability to protect it. He does play out Lucky Roo, so we can Sengoku here. Instead of just playing out Boa and getting it KO'd, we'll just Sengoku here. we don't want to lose things if we don't have to. So I think we Sengoku here, and then we can Perona. We can grab Mihawk here. We're probably going to need him later. It's going to be good into the bin, or if he's running Newgate, it works against that too. We can just bottom deck those guys. It is hard passing on Jinbei, but... And there we go. We see the old bounce, and now we can just bounce either our Sengoku or Perona. It doesn't really matter which one, to be honest, but we just go with Sengoku. We just swing 5 and 5. We were considering playing out Sengoku, yeah. Look, and we would have hit on it, so we just grabbed 2K. It's okay. So we got a really fat hand. We're able to protect things pretty easily. Just give the croc, because we know we can get it back. Can't play out anything yet, so we just go ahead and Sengoku, grab Perfume, play Boa. And then we can set up to grab something out of trash. And we know our next play is Mihawk anyways. We could go Law Bounce here or 2K. Either one's acceptable. We know he does have Lucky Roo, but if we swing enough swings into him, he may just give us the Lucky Roo counter anyways. Yeah, he does. Because he's wanting to play down big bodies. He's not necessarily looking to play Lucky Roo. He's looking to clear board. We can counter that one. We can counter that too. Unless it's into Gecko, then we just give it. Yep, just give it. And then we can get rid of that with ease. We just swing 5 on lead, see if he minuses. If he doesn't, then we'll attach 1 Don and swing our other guy. If he does minus it, then we have 2 5K swings again. Or a 5 and a 6. Yeah, we just go 2 5Ks, and then we could play out Sengoku if we want. I think we just elected not to. I think we changed our mind because we know what we're playing out anyways, so. And we use that as counter. So we draw into Boa. We knew that was coming, and then we see Jinbei. So there we go. We can go Jinbei into Mihawk, I think is probably the answer. And then we're just going to swing at leader here. We're looking for a way to clear Rayleigh. But the only way to do that is to swing high, big into leader and get him to minus it. If he counters out, we go Rayleigh. If he doesn't, then we go just straight lead. So if he counters out of this, we know we can go 2 over on Rayleigh. And he does. He counters out. So we go 2 over on Rayleigh. And then if he didn't counter out, we would have just went 2 and then went into lead and looked to win next turn. Does hit on Newgate. We could counter out. I think we elected not to. We probably should have countered out of it though. Because we didn't have enough to save that. We were thinking maybe he's keeping 2 up for Red Hawk though. And we were going to be able to save our Mihawk. But that's okay. We'll go 9. We're just looking to win next turn still. And then we get some. We could have gave Boa there as well. Because we are looking to set up or just to win next turn. We're not looking to play a blocker now. But we do get some filter, so we have plenty of 2K. And think he knows the writing's on the wall. Maybe he has a blocker, but we're setting on Perfume. See what he looks to do here. He full clears and plays blocker. Yep, okay. Not a bad turn, but we're setting on Perfume, so we just win. And go next. And here we have a Doffy mirror match. This is a high elo ranked mirror. He is the number, I think currently the number 3 Doffy on the West ranked ladder. So we do get Perona here. And we know we have our Law Bounce set up. We know we see an early Gravity Blade that we want. We'll just take that. Sometimes you're rewarded for taking it. We'll use that on Jinbei, and then we're just going to Law Bounce the Weevil back to hand. And then we can replay out Perona, and we see a Jinbei. That's what we wanted. And we can Jinbei into a potential Gecko, and then we'll draw into our Grav Blade the following turn. Yeah, move Sanji. Yep, there we go. I think we're electing to go Jinbei into Boa next turn and then cheat out the Gecko from there. We can go 2K, 1K, yep. So then we go Jinbei into Boa. And grab a 2K back. And now if he uses Boa blocker, we know we can swing the Law. If he doesn't, he did. He used it and gave a 2K. And now we just swing that. Get another little 1K out of hand. We're just trying to chip away at hand or life. Either one. Plays out Boa. We know we have an answer to that. Next turn, we have an answer to both Boas played. So we're going to protect board at all costs here, because every character that goes sideways, we want to be able to swing into. We want to be able to match and swing into them, because we know that we're going to kill all Boas. We can 2K that one. Can 2K that one as well. And then we know he's going to swing 7 with lead to cheat something out, and we can block and 2K that. Now we just use that on Boas, and then we swing into everything else. And he can either, if he has the cards, he's going to have to give us his whole hand to protect him, and he's still going to lose them anyways. So yeah, because we have, what, 4 more swings? He'd have to, yeah. He's going to lose them no matter what, so. Then we swing Gecko at life. Let's see what he has. He's had 2. Oh, Jinbei. Yep, I think he counters that. Went out with 2K. Yep, there we go. And then we know we swing 7, and it's another hit. So now he is down to 2 life. He's got 6 cards in hand, which isn't bad. We only got 1 in our hand. We know he could use Gravity Blade, but he can't really use Gravity Blade here because then he'd only have 2 down left over, so he couldn't really leader ability and Gravity Blade, so he couldn't establish a board while getting rid of ours here. He needs 10 down to do that. So we know the likelihood of him doing that is slim. So he plays Weevil, so he can get some card draw. Plays Teach, okay. goes 8 into our law and bounces our boa. Okay. So here we can play. See, we got 3 swings. He's got 2 life. It'd be kind of pushing it, so we'll just play boa. We see another boa. We might as well cheat into it. And we can swing into law just to end that. Play boa out. We'll just draw into the 2K. And then we select to swing 5 and 6 and play out our gecko to draw back into probably some 2K. Yeah. So here, if he has Gravity Blade, he can use it because he'd be able to get rid of both of our boas. Yep, he does. And he has Teach on board too, so. But does he want to use his last card? The top deck. We're assuming he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't. That's not his last card. Oh, he's in Goku, does he? Okay, we'll give that one, take that one. And then we're just going to swing 7 at life. And it'd be his last 2 cards if he has them. And we can swing 8 here. Just grab all his 2K. He does have 2K. And now we know the last hit's going to go through. Yeah. Okay. Well, he gave that up. Here we have a Nell. So, a Nell we are looking for, specifically looking to set up our Mihawk Sanji plays. So we got that out. We're going to go ahead and swing 8. We're just going to get as much 2K counter in hand as possible. We want card draw. We want to go wide hand. We'll let that go because we know he has 5. Yep. He Gadatsu's. That's a weird play. He had to Gadatsu or Perona. We're good with that. We didn't have to lose nothing from hand. So now we can boa for free. We can use Gecko to get something back out of trash. So we're just taking full advantage of all our card draw possibilities to go wide on hand. It does give 2 2Ks there. That was kind of odd. Gadatsu's our boa. We have to counter this, so he swings his Gadatsu. That is one of the key factors, and we just counter that too. Yep. Is forcing him to swing the cards he has in hand. So we can boa there. So he has 5 cards in hand. We do see Pudding. That's not a bad top 3 right there, but we're going to place that bottom because we are specifically looking for Mihawk. We want Mihawk in this matchup. And there we see it. That is what we wanted. So we can set it up to where we Mihawk, and then we'll draw into Sengoku, and then we have a Jinbei play. Okay. It's okay. So we know we can get rid of Gadatsu for free here. And establish 2 bigs. The grab blade play wouldn't have been terrible, but we would rather establish big bodies when we can. And we got them both established while getting rid of something on his board. And now everything he swings, we have something to answer for it. He does get rid of the Mihawk. So we know we have he's got that blocker there. We can swing with Perona first. Yep. As a 5. Because if he takes this instead of blocking or giving us any form of hand, then we know that we have a Jinbei Law play. And that's what we're going to do. And now we're going to force him to have a 0 cost. If you don't have a 0 cost here, then it's going to be game over. We're just going to swing 7. We're going to pretend maybe he'll have it. He doesn't. and then we just swing 11. And that's game. And then we're playing the same one Anel again. He wanted a rematch. We chose to give him one. And we drew kind of the nuts right there because we drew into Mihawk. We played out Perona, and then we seen all of our Jinbeis. But we don't want to play it like that. We're gonna want to cheat one out next turn. Yep. So we cheat out the Jinbeis into those law bouncers, but the key here is to bounce the Jinbei and the Perona back to my hand. We want them both. Yep, bounce them both. We're gonna go wide on hand and stack Jinbeis in our hand. And now we'll draw into another Law Bouncer Jinbei combo. So we're just going to swing it again. We don't want to allow him to swing into our board. We're going to force him just to KO. And then we're going to be able to go wide at any point in time because we have 2 Jinbeis in our hand now. And we have means to get back our other cards if we need to. So here we see Crocs in our hand. We see Jinbeis in our life. We know that we have Perona as well. We can actually get our Mihawk in. We're going to pull those out with Croc. Yep. See? We pulled them out with Croc, throw Mihawk top, and then we can play Perona out to set up our next turn. So now we can draw into another 2K and then play Sanji into Mihawk and then play a Gecko out and get something back out of trash of value. Like a Law Bouncer for his blocker or a 2K. So here, if he swings 5 into, yep, we got a counter out of that. We want him to swing board. He did. We're just going to give him that because we don't want to give him 2 cards. And we know that now we can swing back into it, and that's what we really wanted. Get rid of the Nami, swing 6 into that. He does give it up. So we're sitting in a really good position here. We've got a lot of health. We got a good size hand and 2 bigs on board. So we go ahead and use our Gecko play. We can probably grab Law here, yeah. Grab Law. And then we know we can swing Perona. Or actually we can swing our 9 first and just see what he does. Because we have the means to protect him. So we're able to swing them. And we're gonna eat his hand now. Because if he takes this, we're adding everything to Perona and swinging. And he does take it. And now he's going to have to give us a decent amount of cards. Okay. And now we know we have the counter to answer for any kind of swings he has on Katakuri. We're assuming he's going to have to play out a card to draw life here, so it's going to be Ace. Ace or Yamato. We can counter that. We're not using pudding. It was Yamato. Now we can really just start this back off the same way with swinging 9 and seeing what he draws on his life. And he did draw into the Capone. It's okay. We don't have to speed play this. We can go right into that. We'll draw into 2K with our Croc. So we know if we need to stall out any longer, we can. We'll just swing 7, see what happens. And put the brick up top. Because we have plenty of counter again, and we know it. Now swing all with Perona. And he either has it or he don't. And he doesn't. We win. And that was my deck list for Doflamingo that I ran through the Treasure Cup that we went 7-3 with. If you like the deck, then let me know in the comments. If you played in the Treasure Cup, let me know what deck you ran with. Peace out.